with a percentage of alcohol that you're comfortable with in the standing position. Together we can reduce the spread of COVID-19. For your convenience, restrooms and porta lights are located under the bleachers. We also encourage you to stop at the concession stand under the bleachers at midfield. Everyone could please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. Let's give a warm welcome to the visiting Bishop Chatard Trojans. Starting for Bishop Chatard, number 2, junior, Riley Dixon. Number 3, junior, Hillary Meek. Number 4, senior, Audrey Russell. Number 5, junior, Ruby Mason. Number 7, senior, Sheridan Gutswiller. Number 9, junior, Carly DeCastro. Number 10, senior, Sally Diltz. Number 12, junior, Kylie Nagel. Number 13, junior, Sam Ball. Number 20, freshman, Mary Mason. Number 24, junior, Ella Grace Keith. And freshman, number 0, Phoebe Lunch. Now let's hear it for your home team. Your Noblesville Lady Thumbers. Starting in goal, junior, number 70, Maddie Real. At defense, senior, number 10, Shani Cornell. At defense, junior, number 12, Lindsay Wilson. At defense, number 2, junior, Aubrey At defense, number 13, senior, Mallory Miller. At midfield, number 16, senior, Maddie Risky. At midfield, number 11, senior, Emma Patel. At midfield, number 4, senior Sydney Klinger. At attack, number 20, senior and celebrating her 18th birthday. May the Fourth be with you. At attack, number 21, senior Reagan Hayes. At attack, number 30, junior Maya Hill. At attack, number 5, freshman Chloe Barnett. Coaching Bishop Chatard is Julie Durrell, and coaching Noblesville, Ryan Bishop. Good luck, girls. Have a great game.
And we want to welcome you to this evening's broadcast of Indiana High School Girls Lacrosse right here on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business as we get underway for this evening's contest between the Noblesville Millers and the Bishop Chatard Trojans. We want to take a moment to thank all of our great sponsors, including Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Van Osdal and Farrar Incorporated, We Are Business Technology Simplified, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Realtor, visit HamiltonCounty.com, Schwartz's Bait and Tackle, the Hamilton County Reporter, Yancey's Tuxedo Rentals, and Wofford Theater Outdoor Movies. This is Pat Haney with Jeff Potter, bringing you again to this evening's contest between the Millers and the Trojans. And the Millers are coming in with a record of 10-2, coming off a setback against Kentucky Country Day School last Saturday. Meanwhile, the Trojans come in with a record of 8-3, and these are two excellent programs here in the state that'll go head-to-head this evening here at Beaver Material. Jeff?
Two very good teams, both well coached. Chatard has a pretty heavy mix of juniors and seniors on their roster. The Millers obviously are led by a core of senior players, sprinkled in with some freshmen and underclassmen that also play big supporting roles. Would expect a really good ball game tonight by these two teams. Looks like the umbrellas are coming out, and we might have a little rain here tonight. But a couple players to watch for tonight: Hillary Meek, Sally Diltz, Audrey Russell, Ruby Mason, Ella Geed for Chatard. And for the Millers, you're going to watch Sydney Klinger, Emma Potter, Chloe Barnett, Reagan Haney, Maddie Christie, and Brooke Miller in the offensive space, and Mallory Miller and Cheney Cornell playing defense are players to keep an eye out for as we get ready for the draw.
Absolutely. We are almost ready to get underway here this evening, and Emma Potter will be on the draw for the Millers. Emma recently became the first player in the high school era to notch 100 career goals and 150 career points. So congratulations to Emma on recently meeting those two milestones in her career in lacrosse here for the Noblesville Millers. Chatard controls the draw and possesses the ball. They are content at this point to move it back and forth here behind the net and look to get their offense organized.
Well, one of the things that the Millers can take away from the game on Saturday against KCD is they learned that they can play defense for a very long time. In that game, they played defense most of the game and actually did a very good job at slowing down a very good Kentucky Country Day team. So hopefully that's going to give them confidence again tonight and translates to a really strong effort on this defensive end.
Got a foul here on the Millers early as we get underway here. Ruby Mason is going to take a free position scoring opportunity for Bishop Chatard. We have just under 24 minutes left to play, and we'll see if goalie Maddie Reel can thwart this effort. The goal is good for Mason, and Bishop Chatard will be the first to get on the board and get the first goal of the contest, and they currently lead 1-0. And as we get underway, we want to take a moment to be sure to thank our title sponsor, Logan Street Signs and Banners. They're celebrating over 29 years in business and specialize in those last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact contact them at 317-773-7200 and visit their website at www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow Logan Street Signs and Banners on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Sydney Klinger on the draw control for the Millers, and Emma Potter will get, Sydney Klinger on the draw. Emma Potter will get the draw control, and she gets it ahead to Brooke Miller. Brooke Miller finds Chloe Barnett. Chloe to Potter. Over to Maya Hill.
Nice cut by Brooke Miller. Or Maddie Christie, I mean.
Maya Hill still with the ball. She gets it to Reagan Haney. Reagan Haney brings it behind the goal for the Millers. 23 minutes left to play in the first half. Bishop Chatard leading 1-0. Haney to Barnett. Oh, Barnett looks for Emma Potter. They are not able to connect, so the Trojans are going to come away with it. That's number 14, Sam Ball. Millers will definitely apply pressure and make it difficult for the Trojans.
Nice hustle by Chloe Barnett. Getting across the field. Good chase by Brooke Miller.
Creates that extra pass, but number 3, Hillary Meek, is going to get the ball across the restraining line for the Trojans. Cheney Cornell, part of the backbone of that Miller defense, is there to defend. Talked about the defense in Saturday's game against Kentucky Country Day. Maddie Reel also had a very good game in the goal for the Millers on Saturday, despite the final score. Kylie Nagel with the ball.
Chatard is a team that's always very patient on offense. They don't typically make a lot of turnovers in the game, so they do a good job of just possessing the ball. And they've created a nice opportunity here for another free position shot.
This will be Kylie Nagel. With the free position scoring opportunity, that is wide left, but Bishop Chatard comes away with it. That gets knocked away immediately, and Cheney Cornell is going to come up with it for the Millers. Cheney brings it up the sideline. She is met by 2 Trojan defenders. She reverses field and is going to look to move the ball ahead. She finds number 21, Reagan Haney. Haney gets it to Maddie Christie. Christie gets it to Aubrey Arms, and Aubrey's going to bring it across the restraining line. Finds Mallory Miller. Nice pass to Brooke Miller. Shot on goal for Brooke Miller, and that's going to put the Millers on the board as we get underway here. Brooke Miller celebrates her 18th birthday and also celebrates the first goal on the evening for the Millers. That Noblesville Miller goal is brought to you tonight by Noblesville Trophies, offering a large range of products including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provide you a same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Jeff, great ball movement and a really nice transition scoring opportunity for the Millers there.
Well, especially Chatard did a really nice job on that transition defense. Their ride was good. The Millers just did a really nice job of finding an open person and moving the ball quickly up the field and provided them with a numbers opportunity on the offensive space. Very nice look by Mallory Miller, and Brooke Miller finished that off nicely with their first goal tonight.
Mallory Miller on the assist. Also, Cheney Cornell created that opportunity and was able to advance the ball for the Millers. And draw control will go to Mallory Miller. So a second straight draw control for the Millers. Score is currently tied 1-1. Sydney Klinger will cross the 8-meter arc with the ball and will be awarded with a free position scoring opportunity. Klinger currently has 23 goals on the season. 22 assists, which is a school record. So a total of 45 points. We'll see if she can add to that total with this free position scoring opportunity. She's going to reverse field. She's going to find Reagan Haney.
Beautiful.
And Reagan Haney's going to put it in the back of the net. So that assist, a really nice play by Sydney Klinger. And the goal goes to Reagan Haney. That's Reagan's 27th goal on the season, giving the Millers a 2-1 lead.
Nice job by Sydney there. The defense collapsed on her very quickly. She decided not to force the issue on taking the shot, and saw Reagan Haney cutting on the backside, delivered a pass right on target, and Haney finds the back of the net. Well done.
Absolutely. I want to thank our sponsor, Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylor's electric success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. That draw control goes to Chatard. Mallory Miller provides the pressure there, but it's going to be called for a foul, and the Trojans will maintain possession as they move across the restraining line. That's number 3, Hillary Meek with the ball. Passes it to number 2, that's Riley Dixon behind the net. Also number 10, Sally Diltz.
Chatard does a nice job passing the ball. Throwing and catching is pretty efficient.
Two quality teams facing off tonight. Again, the Millers coming in at 10-2, and Chatard coming in at 8-3.
Nice defense there.
Oh, nice job by Emma Potter on the deflection. Number 5, Ruby Mason, has one goal, has the lone goal for the Trojans. Back to Mason. Nice screen by the Trojans. Have a foul here on the Millers, and that is going to result in the 3rd free position scoring opportunity for Bishop Chatard. Junior goalie Maddie Reel sets up in the goal, looks for her first save on the evening. Not able to stop that scoring opportunity. That's Ruby Mason with her 2nd goal on the contest and her 26th goal on the season. Ruby is the leading goal scorer for the Bishop Chatard Trojans.
And both of those goals tonight come off that free position spot. The Millers are going to have to tighten up that defense a little bit to not put goalie Maddie Reel in those positions, to have to defend these free position shots. Mason's very quick. And they have several other players who are pretty quick. So help your goalie out a little bit. Stay in position, and don't commit fouls that put you at that 8-meter line.
Absolutely. Looks like senior Maddie Christie is going to be on the draw for the Millers. Senior Maddie Christie having a wonderful season, playing especially well of late on the offensive and defensive end.
Maddie has had a really nice season. She's been very consistent all season. She's doing a little bit of everything. She takes a lot of draws, plays that midfield position. She's been an offensive threat, and she's also a defensive threat.
And she gets the draw control for the Millers and brings it across the restraining line. Millers will look to strike quickly. And if that's not there, they are content to set up and execute their offense. Emma Potter with the ball. Chatard, excellent job defensively, but they are going to be called for the foul, and Potter will position herself on the 8-meter arc for the free position scoring opportunity. It is a 2-2 game here with 18 minutes left to play in the first half.
Potter faced a lot of traffic in there, and she had the flag up for quite some time.
That's saved by goalie 0, BB Wunsch. BB looks to clear, gets it to number 20, Mary Mason. Number 21, Reagan Haney provides pressure there for the Millers and gets it back to Ruby Mason, who will bring it across the restraining line for Bishop Chatard.
But Mallory Miller is really close to getting her stick on that. And good pursuit. Now the Millers are going to have to tighten up on defense here, make a good stand, create an opportunity to move the ball to the other end of the field. Nice save by the goalie.
That's number 12, penetrating Kylie Nagel. And that possession is going to go over to the Millers. Senior Cheney Cornell will take possession of the ball.
As she was looking to make that shot, Emma Potter got her stick on it. The ball went out of bounds. And, back to the Millers.
Deflection by Bishop Chatard allows the Millers to maintain possession. Again, senior Cheney Cornell still with it. And she's looking up ahead to number 2, Aubrey Arms. Aubrey is able to get possession, and she finds Brooke Miller.
Nice catch by Brooke Miller and a lot of traffic.
Excellent maneuver there by Brooke to maintain possession with 2 Bishop Chatard defenders all over her. Klinger to Potter. Potter to Miller.
Nice cut.
Nice little flip from Miller to Potter. Potter on the attack, and Potter puts it in the back of the net. So a little bit of a weave action there to free up Emma Potter, get some penetration into that Bishop Chatard defense and allow the Millers to take a 3-2 lead. We want to take a moment to thank sponsor Church Hiddle and Antrim Attorneys at Law. Since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or simply visit our website at www.chalaw.com. And Jeff, Mallory, and Emma were able to solve that challenging Bishop Chatard defense there for the goal.
Yeah, kind of a little pick and roll style play, which is a really effective play out here on the field. Both of these teams are really probably working on some things as they get ready for their final regular season games and the playoffs that are upcoming beginning next week. Each of these 2 teams has a matchup against their sectional foe later this week. Chatard playing Cathedral and Noblesville traveling to Fishers Thursday night.
Cathedral team representing one of the 2 blemishes on the Millers season thus far. Chatard again coming in at 8-3, and their losses have been to Carmel, Guerin Catholic, and Heritage Christian. Looks like Maya Hill's going to come away with that pass for the Millers. She's going to take it behind the net and try to get the Millers organized for their offensive attack. Kicks it over to freshman Chloe Barnett. Chloe with 21 goals on her freshman campaign. Nice cut by Mallory Miller. Pass out to Sydney Klinger. Sydney looks to attack. Reagan Haney cuts. Emma finds Emma Potter. Emma looks to attack. Right about the 8-meter arc. Pass to Mallory Miller is not successful. Got a loose ball in front of the Chatard goal. Still battling for it. And it looks like senior Reagan Haney's going to come away with that one.
Good hustle. Good job staying with the ball, keeping your eye on the ball, knowing where it's at, and just good hustle play. Those are those plays that really help define how your game's going to go. Winning those 50.
Finds Reagan Haney in front of the goal, and that's an assist for Mallory Miller and a second goal on the contest for Reagan Haney, giving Reagan 28 goals on the season. At the 14:01 mark of the first half, the Millers take a 4-2 lead.
Mallory, the Millers have been really looking hard to create that little play. It kicks off to the right, and they got a cutter coming around, and they've hit him. They've had about 3 looks at that, and that one finally connects. Mallory Miller makes a great pass. Reagan with a great catch and finish on the shot. Nice 4-2 advantage for the Millers with 14 to go here in the first half.
And that Noblesville Millers goal will be brought to you by Carpenter Realtor Jamie Carmesino. If you're planning to make a move, why not call a realtor with hometown experience? Jamie Carmesino has connections and a commitment to our community. She's raised 3 Noblesville Miller athletes and is now ready to help you with your real estate needs. So if you're looking for a realtor, call Carmo at 317-490-3735. Looks like Coach Mitchell's going to stay with Maddie Christie on the draw, and Sydney Klinger and Emma Potter on the circle. Ball is loose. Chatard comes away with it. That's number 5, Ruby Mason. Of course, Ruby has both Chatard goals on the contest thus far.
She's very quick.
Certainly going to be a focal point of the Millers' defense moving forward, is how they can slow down Ruby Mason and this Chatard attack.
Good pressure by the Millers. Always looking to get into a double team as quickly as they can.
Screen for Mason. Millers switch, and Sydney Klinger picks up the defense.
I think one of those things that the coach will be looking at there is that a moving screen? And something that they can look at. Oh, nice.
Ah, there's a nice save by Maddie Reel. First save on the contest for Reel.
And that was a nice shot as well. Good clear by Maddie.
Aubrey Arms with the ball. She's looking. Nice catch by Sydney Klinger right at midfield. Millers will look to get some transition offense as Klinger brings it across the restraining line. Gets it to Brooke Miller. Brooke Miller finds Reagan Haney. That was not... Nope, that was actually Natalie Blackburn. Freshman Natalie Blackburn has checked into the game, and she gets a quick shot on goal. She also tried to connect with Blackburn in front of the net, but that one... Yeah, I think that ball's going to go to Bishop Chatard. Officials had to confer with one another there to determine if that was a shot on goal or a pass. I think they got it right.
It was a shot, but the Millers were offside, and so possession gets awarded to Chatard for that.
A little bit of an overthrow, and it looks like Reagan Haney's going to come up with that one. She is going to bring it inside the 12-meter arc, and that ball gets deflected by Bishop Chatard, but Reagan was quick to the ball, maintaining possession for the Millers.
This time it's
Offsides
Bishop Chatard.
On Bishop Chatard, indeed. Got to keep 4 defenders back behind the 30-yard line, that restraining line. Haney looks to attack. She finds Mallory Miller, and Mallory Miller is going to be awarded with a free position scoring opportunity on the pass from Haney.
You saw the nice cutting action. One player came across, and then Mallory came behind, and Reagan picked the second one, and Mallory was able to draw the shooting space call.
See 2 Miller players behind the goal in that attack position in case that ball does not find the goal, but in fact it does. And Mallory Miller able to extend the Millers lead to 5-2. Again, Millers now lead 5-2 with just over 11 minutes remaining in this first half of action. Hamilton County TV, I want to thank you for joining us on Hamilton County TV, and we are supported by Visit Hamilton County. Hamilton County attractions, hotels, and restaurants are following the Hoosier Hospitality Promise health and safety guidelines. Check out everything there is to see and do this spring at visithamiltoncounty.com. If you're making your plans for the weekend, be sure to hop online. Check out visithamiltoncounty.com for all kinds of great ideas to enjoy the wonderful county that we are broadcasting from this evening. And the Millers have taken a 5-2 lead, and Maddie Christie is in the center circle and on the draw for the Millers. Assuming that's going to be Ruby Mason for Chatard. Chatard is able to knock it in their direction, but no draw control yet. And finally, it does indeed go to Kylie Nagel for the Trojans. Really nice, confident pass across the field to Sarah Kelly for the Trojans. Chatard team is very, very skilled. They move the ball well.
handled the pressure really well, switched the field, which is what you want to do when you're having that much pressure on one side of the field. Switch it where you have better opportunities. Nice look.
Yeah, nice save by Maddie Reel. That was a great look by Sally Diltz, but for the Trojans, Reel just able to corral that one, and now she will look to clear for the Millers. Maddie will take her time. Takes a little bit of a stroll out front of the goal.
Take your time, find a good outlet pass, make the good clear so that you set up your offense to move the ball up the field.
Brooke Miller cuts towards her, and Maddie not able to connect with her. This is not a good situation for the Millers, and the Trojans are going to capitalize on the turnover. Sally Diltz is able to find the back of the net for the Trojans. Did they allow the goal, Jeff? Looks like it.
Yes.
No. I'm not sure what the call is. I believe they allowed the goal.
So this is one of those things that we kind of talked about in the JV game. You're not allowed to enter into the crease around the goal. The Chatard player fell but was pushed. So a foul after delivering the shot. So that results in a penalty on the Millers and the draw control being awarded to.
All right. So draw control will be automatically awarded to the Trojans. That'll be number 5, Ruby Mason with the ball. And the Trojans have cut into that Miller lead as the Millers now lead 5-3. We are under 10 minutes to play in this first half of action. Very well played game between the Noblesville Millers and the Bishop Chatard Trojans.
Pretty much what we'd expected. Nice work on the double team by the Millers.
Maya Hill comes away with it. Reagan Haney also on the double team. I think the Millers are going to slow things down here.
And that's one of the hallmarks that this team's been capable of doing all year. They're fast to the ball for those double teams, trying to create those turnovers that moves you back into the space. And the Millers have had a lot of success doing that this year as a team. So it's always fun to watch how they run to the ball so quickly. And Chatard's doing the same thing, too. Miller's showing some patience here.
Oh, nice pass from Emma Potter to Brooke Miller. Brooke finds Reagan Haney. Reagan is going to attack. And really nice ball movement, nice player movement by the Millers. And Reagan Haney will be awarded a free position shot as we are under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Millers leading 5-3. Reagan with 2 goals on the contest thus far. Will look to attack and will score. Reagan's 3rd goal on. So Reagan's 3rd goal on the contest. Millers lead 6-3. That Noblesville Miller goal is brought to you by Van Osdal and Farrar. Van Osdal and Farrar is a proud sponsor of Hamilton County Television, and why wouldn't you be? Van Osdal and Farrar is a 106-year-old Indiana company specializing in information, communication, print, and business processes. We are business technology simplified. Visit our website for more information at www.vanosdal.com. Jeff, you talked about that double team there. Bishop Chatard had been awarded the ball on the foul after the goal, and really they had a chance to continue to cut into the Noblesville lead, but the Millers apply quick pressure, create the turnover, and create a quick scoring opportunity and extend their lead.
Totally negating the penalty and allowing them to get that goal score directly back as well. So. Well done by the Millers.
Maddie Christie stays on the draw control for the Millers and is going to be awarded the ball. She'll bring it across the restraining line.
On that last goal sequence, Emma Potter made a really nice pass to Brooke Miller, who made a nice catch and made a nice move to hold on to the ball in traffic and found a cutting open Reagan Haney, who created the free position shot. after that. So just some really nice ball movement by the Millers. Nice look by
Yep,
Klinger.
there's a good pass by Klinger. Shot on goal by Mallory Miller. Just wide right, but the Millers will maintain possession. Chloe Barnett with the ball for the Millers. We're under 8 minutes to play. Millers lead 6-3. Brooke Miller will look to attack. I'd love to see her use her quickness. She will get a shot on goal and find the net. That is Brooke's second goal on the contest, extending the Millers' lead to 7-3. So the Millers strike back after the Chatard goal with 2 quick goals of their own. And I believe that is going to lead us to a timeout on the field, and also a time for us to thank our sponsors, including Schwartz's Bait and Tackle. And Schwartz's Bait and Tackle sells live bait, name brand tackle, and almost everything fishing related. Progressively becoming the #1 place for all of your fishing needs, and they are there to inform you of all that you will need to have a great day fishing. You can also get propane refills, U-Haul rentals, and packing and moving materials, and even motor home rentals. That's all available at Schwartz's Bait and Tackle, located in Noblesville at 118 Cicero Road, right on State Road 19, and located on the White River in near downtown Noblesville, Indiana. I want to thank that sponsor again, Schwartz's Bait and Tackle. And with all the great high school sports available on Hamilton County TV, you don't want to miss one contest. You don't want to miss one game. So be sure to follow Hamilton County TV on Twitter at HC Television, and like us on Facebook, or just check our website for other great games at www.hamiltoncountytv.com. Well-played game, though, so far, Jeff, but the Millers able to extend their lead to 7-3.
Sure. I think a couple things that stand out for Coach Mitchell here is I think she really likes the speed that they're showing and the patience that they're showing on offense, doing a really nice job of making cuts through the middle, finding open looks, or creating opportunities. I mean, those free position shots that have been awarded, the Millers have come off of good ball movement and good action in front of the goal. So keep that up, keep the pressure on the attack space, keep the pressure on defense and your rides and those double teams. If you're Chatard, continue to do a nice job protecting the ball. They have been doing a nice job protecting the ball, but they need to create some more opportunities in the offensive space. The Millers have been able to control the time of possession a little bit and take advantage of that Chatard defense. So she's trying having them focus a little bit on watching those cutters and closing down those angles. So for the Millers, good start, 7-3 lead. We've got almost a little under 8 minutes still left to go in this half. Love to see the Millers finish out really strong here and add several more goals here before halftime.
Turnovers will continue to be key in this contest. Two of the last 4 goals have certainly come off of turnovers. We had 1 turnover down here in the defensive end for the Millers, led to a quick Chatard goal, and then a turnover at midfield by Chatard, leading to a Miller goal. So certainly we'll keep an eye on just that catching and passing. Look for those double teams, which the Millers are very, very strong in getting to the ball and getting a double team and creating those turnover opportunities. So we'll see how that progresses as the game moves forward as well. We have 7 minutes and 42 seconds left to play. Millers leading again 7-3. So, as Jeff mentioned earlier, Chatard will play their rival Cathedral later this week for their final regular season game, while the Millers will travel to just down the road to Fishers to face the Tigers for their regular season contest. So last regular season home game for the Millers here at Beaver Materials Field. Nice little flip there by Maddie Christie to get it to Emma Potter, and Emma will get the draw control and extend her school record for the draw controls. The Chatard looks to double team. Emma will bring it now across the restraining line and look for a transition scoring opportunity. She finds Brooke Miller, so an assist for Emma Potter and a goal for Brooke Miller. That's Brooke's 3rd goal on the contest. And the Millers extend their lead to 8-3. Once again, Miller's able to get a quick cutter. Emma just delivered it on point, on time, and third goal of the contest for Brooke Miller. Great to see her have a great start.
What's really nice to see is the Millers are making the tough entry pass, but they're catching it, and they're making nice passes in that are catchable, and then they're finishing. And that's what you really want to see is finish strong in front of the goal. You were talking about the competition as they move up. And as we move forward into the sectional round of the tournament, the sectionals are seeded based on how you perform against the other teams. And so in sectional 2 for Noblesville, the competition is Guerin Catholic, Hamilton Southeastern, and Fishers. Noblesville having wins against each of Southeastern, and Guerin winning against Fishers ensures that they're the #1 seed.
Maddie Christie back on the draw, and that is going to be a battle for the ball. And I think that one's going to go Chatard. Indeed, Kylie Nagel comes away with it for the Millers. And she'll look to reverse the ball to number 11, Sarah Kelly. Number 7, Sheridan Gutzwiller has it for Chatard. Good pressure by the Millers.
Really making the Trojans work to get the ball up the field. And that's an unfortunate call because I think she just fell. Good pressure by the Millers.
And in an effort to focus on player safety, not uncommon to see the officials make that call when a player goes down. Number 20, Mary Mason with the ball for the Trojans.
Nice look.
Yeah, it was a good look. Janie Cornell provides pressure for the Millers.
Chatard settles back down. They were a little frantic there for a second. This looks a little more their pace, moving the ball with the pass as opposed to the feet.
Ruby Mason looked to attack, and I think Ruby's going to get herself a free position scoring opportunity. Quick, really quick and crafty as far as trying to penetrate that Miller defense.
Mallory Miller called for a check to the head. She'll serve a 2-minute penalty.
First yellow card on the evening. We are under 6 minutes to play. Millers lead 8-3, and Ruby Mason with the free position scoring opportunity.
So, Pat, from the time of the last goal until this stoppage, it had taken Chatard over a minute and a half to get into a scoring opportunity. And a lot of that time was spent with the Millers chasing them over the field. Ruby Mason with her 3rd free position shot.
That gives Ruby 27 goals on the season, and she is definitely tough to defend. Millers currently lead 8-4, just under 6 minutes to play in this first half of action. And this summer, there's a great free summer movie opportunity at Hamilton County Fairgrounds in Noblesville from Friday, May 21st until June 25th, brought to you by Wofford Theaters. Those free 2021 outdoor movies available in your car at the Hamilton County 4-H Fairgrounds. Follow Wofford Theater on Facebook for movies and times. For more information or sponsor, visit www.woffordtheater.com. Scrum for the draw control at midfield, and I think the Trojans are going to come away with that one again.
Emma Potter had the draw control.
Nice interception by Emma Potter. It gets knocked away, but the Trojans are able to maintain possession. Emma had the interception, but it just got knocked away and back into the control of the Trojans. Kylie Nagel given a free position scoring opportunity, so the Trojans will see if they can put 2 consecutive goals on the board. Maddie Reel is there, but not able to make the save on that one, and so the Trojans do score on that free position scoring opportunity, cutting the Miller lead to 8-5.
That one hurts a little bit because you're sitting out a player right now. You're playing girl down, and Chatard is able to take advantage of that without an extra defender, and it really puts a lot of pressure on the remaining defenders to cover that ground Bishop Chatard Trojans did a nice job of creating an opportunity to get a score, while Mallory Miller still has some more time in her penalty.
Emma Potter's on the draw for the Millers. We got Reagan Haney and Sydney Klinger on the circle, moving Reagan Haney to the circle with Mallory Miller's, while Mallory serves that penalty.
And this is where it gets real tricky when somebody's out, is you worry about somebody being offside because they're asked to do some different things.
Sydney Klinger with the draw control. Sydney brings it across the restraining line. Good pressure by the Chatard defense. Sydney finds Emma Potter. Sydney and Emma leading the Millers in points on the season.
Mallory Miller still got about a minute to go in her penalty, so Millers are trying to conserve a little time here so they can get back to full strength and not allow Chatard to have that kind of opportunity again in the offensive space. And you can see the Millers still have to keep 4 players back behind the restraining line. So it costs you defensively and offensively when you have a player that's out.
Potter gets it to Klinger. Klinger is looking in the direction of Reagan Haney and does deliver it. Reagan brings it across the field and kicks it back to Emma Potter.
Now they're all even.
And here comes Mallory Miller on the attack. And Mallory Miller will cut. Nope, Emma's going to fake the pass and then look to score. Really nice individual effort there by Emma Potter. That's Emma's second goal on the contest, extending the Miller lead back to 4 goals as they lead 9-5 with 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first half of action.
Really nice job by the Millers, killing the rest of that penalty and then turning it immediately into a score. So nice job by the Millers, taking that 9-5 lead. This is still a hotly contested match, and the Millers need to continue to keep their foot on the gas and score a few more goals here before halftime. A couple more would be nice.
That Noblesville Miller goal brought to you by Yancey's Fine Apparel and Tuxedo Rentals. Yancey's Apparel has been doing business in Noblesville for over 50 years, and Yancey's is now located inside of Logan Street Signs and Banners. Enter the north side door and call Dan at 317-773-2973 for all of your fine apparel and tuxedo needs. So big draw control. Miller's able to come away with the last draw control, but Bishop Chatard had a couple before that and were able to capitalize with scoring opportunities. This one will go to Bishop Chatard, and that's number 12, Kylie Nagel, with the ball. Kicks it to 10, Sally Diltz behind the net.
Millers are going to have to get ready to deal with Ruby Mason. She's back again next year. So
Miller's not quite as quick to that ball maybe as they should have been, but they will be awarded possession. Freshman Emma Hammond, I believe, has checked into the game, and she's going to bring it across midfield by the Millers, and she has a couple of Bishop Chatard Trojans in pursuit. And there's going to be must have been a shot to the head there, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so, on Hillary Meek, number 3.
All right, so 3 minutes left to play in the first half, and the Trojans will be a player down for the next 2 minutes. And, Jeff, as you were saying, with the Millers looking to extend that lead, certainly gives them a great opportunity with this advantage.
It'll be interesting to see what the Millers do here, if they try and capitalize with a quick score, or do they try and just be patient and run some clock.
Early indications are they are looking to score right now, and that's Hammond to Haney, and it gets kicked back out to Sydney Klinger. Klinger looks for Natalie Blackburn. Natalie comes up with it. I believe it hit the post. And good hustle by Emma Potter. Really good hustle, and I think that's going to go to the Millers. I agree with that call. However, the Bishop Chatard faithful did not. Sydney Klinger finds Reagan Haney. Reagan fires a little high on that one. Reagan was looking to put a little bit of extra mustard on that shot. And
another nice cut. The Millers are just cut after cut here.
Bishop Chatard comes away with that one. Millers will look to create a turnover, and they do. That one's going to fall into the care of Natalie Blackburn. Natalie finds Chloe Barnett in front of the goal for the Millers, and that was a freshman on the assist, a freshman on the goal, and Chloe notches her 22nd goal on the season and extends the Millers' lead to 10-5 with 1 minute and 44 seconds left to play in this first half.
Big goal for the Millers there to take advantage of having a player up advantage, and they still have time left in that. She's still in there until 57 seconds. So winning this draw control would be really important, and getting a chance to get another score while you're still up a player.
I believe Emma Potter's checked back into the game on attack for the Millers. Sydney Klinger, meanwhile, will take the draw. Mallory Miller, Natalie Blackburn also at midfield. And Chatard able to get the inside position on that draw as it came free, and they were able to possess. There's Ruby Mason bringing it across their straining line. Millers will send 2 or possibly 3 defenders to slow down Mason, but it's going to result to, like you're saying, Jeff, defending without fouling is going to be key because Ruby puts a lot of pressure on that Miller defense.
Well, and this is exactly what you don't want to do in this situation is you're up a player and you commit a foul and allow them to get a shorthanded goal. And Ruby Mason has been just deadly from the free position line.
Ruby Mason has 4 of the Trojans' 6 goals thus far, and the Trojans score a player down, cut into that Miller lead, which is now 10-6 with 1:23 left to play. So Emma Potter will move back to midfield here.
One of the things Coach Mitchell's going to talk about at halftime is really watching the fouling and watching the shooting space, watching the sticks around the head of Ruby Mason and slowing her down in the second half.
Nice job there by Mallory Miller to knock that ball loose, and absolutely, I think they're definitely going to call a foul there on Emma Potter. Thought she might have got a shot to the head.
10 cannot be that close.
I was going to say. Emma Potter is going to cut to her left towards midfield and cross her restraining line. She finds Mallory Miller. Over to Reagan Haney. A whistle.
Chatard is offside again. Again, that's one of those penalties that happens because you have a player off the field, and your normal assignment is changes when you're in a player down position. Tough pass.
Haney and Blackburn are maybe a little too close there for that pass, but they're quickly put the double team on. Haney's able to knock it loose and get possession momentarily back for the Millers. I think Emma Potter's going to win that one. No, she's not. It's still loose on the ground. And nope, it's still loose. And now Emma Potter has it. We got 35 seconds here, 35 seconds left, so we'll see if either team can mount a
Chatard back to full strength now.
I think Millers will look to run one of their set plays here as we're under 20 seconds. Sydney Klinger. Oh, nice pass to Emma Potter. Emma Potter gets a really nice shot on goal, but saved by BB Wunsch.
Good look by the Millers. Again, a nice cut, a nice feed. Millers have really been doing a nice job of that in the first half. See if they can continue that in the second half.
And there, yes, so that's gonna go out of bounds and go to Chatard with 2 seconds left to play. So that should just about do it. Chatard content just to let those final few seconds tick off the clock. And that brings us to halftime with the Millers leading 10-6. We want to thank you so much for joining us on Hamilton County Television. You're watching HCTV Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
There's hot chocolate and coffee.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit, to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
We received a lot of feedback from our members and families that, sorry, I get really choked up about this, that their youth were declining in their social settings, that they were struggling in school. And I think people don't realize how much youth need this.
So the Boys and Girls Club is dedicated to inspiring and enabling all young people to reach their full potential. And we focus on academic success, healthy lifestyles, and good character and citizenship. We've had to find new fun and engaging activities for the kids that limit touching. We've done a lot of tag with pool noodles, so they're not actually touching each other and they're keeping a distance. So our team's been very creative in coming up with those new ideas to keep the kids having fun while they're here.
Going to school, you're going home, you're going to school, you're going home. They're missing out on problem solving. They're missing out on social setting with peers that isn't in a school setting. It's huge. It has a lot of benefits that I think seeing that in March where we kind of missed out, it showed the impact that having a Boys and Girls Club or an outreach center has for youth.
It really has had an implication on our overall budget, and I think that's probably something across the board for any business that's still trying to be operational right now. You're adding cleaning protocols, you're adding additional staff to do those cleaning protocols. We're adding additional staff to get our ratios lower so that there's less contact tracing to be done if something were to arise.
So having the funds to be able to reconnect when that time comes is going to be huge because we need to recruit them back in. It's very pivotal that they have this in after school hours for them to be successful.
We get amazing support from this community, and we are just extremely grateful for that and hope that we can continue to count on people as we go further down this road with the pandemic and not knowing kind of where that end point's going to be.
There's a lot of our youth that aren't able to use our services currently, and whenever we can get back to normal, we need to get our youth back into our buildings.
I think the kids need the outlet, and I think they need the connectivity, and I think that's two of the huge things that we can provide for them.
For the past several months, I've been my kids' everything.
Their teacher.
Library media specialist.
Food service.
Building maintenance.
Nurse.
PE teacher.
But I'm about to get a well-deserved timeout. With my kids back in school, I can do what I do best, be a mom. But it's up to me and you to keep our kids in school. And to do that, we're going to have to show some class. That means checking their temperature in the morning. Anything above 100 degrees means our children need to stay home. We need to lead by example by wearing our masks and modeling good social distancing to our kids. We need to make sure our kids avoid crowds and large gatherings outside of school. That includes slumber parties, playdates, and family reunions. We need to schedule a test for anyone in our family who may be exhibiting signs of COVID. For kids, those symptoms will include fever, fatigue, and a change in taste and smell. And let's be sure to keep our kids home if they're waiting for COVID test results or just feel crummy. So join me in having some class by supporting our educators and keeping our kids in school.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street Signs and Banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
And welcome back to second half of action with the Noblesville Millers taking on the Bishop Chatard Trojans. And as we get back underway here for this second half, we're going to take a moment to thank all of our great sponsors. First of all, tonight's broadcast is brought to you and presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business. Other sponsors are Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Van Osdal and Farrar Incorporated, We Are Business Technology Simplified, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Realtor, visit HamiltonCounty.com, Schwartz's Bait and Tackle, Hamilton County Reporter, Yancey's Tuxedo Rental, Wofford Theater, Outdoor Movies. Jeff, we were talking a little bit during halftime. Miller's really playing well on the offensive end. On the defensive end, I think the goals are going to be to slow down Ruby Mason and limit the free position scoring opportunities for the Trojans.
Yeah, of the 6 goals that Chatard has, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them have come off the free position shot. So Millers are going to have to tighten up a little bit around that 8-meter space, really commit to not fouling and providing those opportunities for Bishop Chatard to score. And then on offense, they just need to continue to apply that pressure that they did in the first half, making nice cuts, nice passes, 5 assists tonight on the 10 goals. Really what Coach Mitchell likes to see.
Absolutely. And as we get organized here for this second half of action, just got a score update. Guerin Catholic over HSE in a Hamilton County contest, 14-9.
Making Thursday night's matchup with Fishers all the more important for Noblesville. Win that night secures them the number 1 seed as they head into the sectional round, and make sure that Guerin stays in the 2 slot. So big week of lacrosse still to unfold for teams around the state as this tournament gets ready to kick off. It should be a really fun tournament season, and really excited that these players are getting the chance to have a season, have a tournament this year after missing the whole season last year.
Absolutely, and you are seeing 2 very, very strong quality teams here this evening as the Noblesville Millers and Bishop Chatard Trojans are underway here in the second half. Battle for the draw control, and that is going to be awarded to Emma Potter for the Millers. So the Millers get the first draw control of the second half, and Emma Potter brings it across the restraining line and looks to get her team organized.
Good first half for the Millers. 3 goals from Reagan Haney, 3 goals from Brooke Miller. Nice pass, nice look in there.
Reagan dives behind the net, looks to
nice
spin
move.
back, and kicks it to Maddie Christie. Miller's putting good pressure on the Chatard defense, but Chatard holding strong thus far and extended her arms a little bit too far there was defender Hillary Meek, and that's going to give Maddie Christie a free position scoring opportunity for the Millers. The officials will get her situated on the 8-meter arc, and Maddie will come in. Oh, that bounces over the goal for the Millers, and I think Chloe Barnett comes away with it, finds Emma Potter, and Emma
Beautiful.
goes bottom shelf there and gets it by the Chatard goalie to extend the Millers' lead to 11-6. So great way to come out at the beginning of the second half and extend the lead for the Millers.
Maddie Christie had been on a real roll with free position shots and had another nice look at that. Great play by Chloe Barnett on the ground ball after the shot. Nice look as she finds Emma Potter for the goal.
Yeah, Emma very crafty with the stick there to go down and just kind of get that by really the feet of the goalie, BB Wunsch, for the Bishop Chatard Trojans. Hey, don't forget this broadcast this evening, which I hope you're enjoying, is brought to you and presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years. Logan Street Signs and Banners specializes in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 and visit their website at www.loganstreetsigns.com. And it's like Cheney Cornell able to come away with the ball as Ruby Mason was looking to attack for the Trojans. So Cheney, is that Cheney or is that Lindsey Wilson? It was like Lindsey Wilson. These gold letters under the lights, not always easy to distinguish from our vantage point.
They are tough.
Okay, so the Millers will yield possession back to the Trojans. Mary Mason takes control and looks to bring it across midfield, which she does on the pass to number 2, Riley Dixon.
Miller's knocked that ball loose again.
Ball's going to be awarded to Hillary Meek. To number 2, Riley Dixon.
Millers continue to put that pressure. That first series there, as Ruby Mason was heading downfield, they got ahead of the defense that time, one of the first times this game. But this time around, a little different story. The Millers slowed them down, popped the ball loose a couple times, and now they're going to make Chatard work.
Chatard looking for an opening in the Miller defense. And we talked about defending without fouling as a key for the Millers, and Chatard's going to get a free position shot. Sally Diltz, I believe, who has 1 goal on the contest thus far, will take that free position opportunity for Chatard. Junior Maddie Reel in the goal for the Millers. And she's able to come away with that one. Really nice defense by the Millers. Sydney Klinger now has it. Great stand by the Millers, especially as we get underway here in the second half, and the Millers look to extend their lead. Thwarting those free position opportunities is going to be key.
One of the things it looks like Chatard talked about at halftime was increasing their pressure on defense during the transition space. A triple team there forced the change of direction, and the Millers turned the ball over. So good job by Chatard.
Ball security is going to be huge. That is number 20. That's Mary Mason looking for an opening in the Miller defense. Now's a nice play. That was
tough shot.
Yeah, really nice play. Number 24, who is Ella Grace Geed for Chatard, gets her first goal. She has currently 15 goals on the season, and the Trojans are, after that turnover, able to cut the Miller lead to 11-7. So Millers led 8-4 earlier in the first half of action, and that margin, that lead, has been pretty consistent ever since.
Really, degree of difficulty on that shot high coming around, but she had really good momentum coming around the cage and rifled that one in. Nice shot.
Maddie Christie back on the draw for this opportunity, and that's is going to go to Chatard. Pass a little bit behind number 4, Audrey Russell, but Chatard able to maintain possession. Sydney Klinger now applying the pressure on number 20, Mary Mason, and she's going to bring it in and put it right between the legs of goalie Maddie Reel, and that cuts the Miller lead to 11-8. So 2 quick strikes for the Trojans after the Millers had come out and put the first goal on the board of the second half. Want to make sure to thank our sponsor, Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at www.noblesvilletrophies.com.
Well, we've talked about this all season long. The draw control is one of the most critical parts of the game. Last 2 draws, Chatard has won both of those and took it right down the field and scored on both those plays.
I think they're going to get this one too, Jeff. That's number 3, Hillary Meek. With the ball for Chatard. And the Miller defense is going to have to come up big here as Chatard looks to they've got that lead down to 3, and they'll see if they can even cut further into the Miller lead. That's going to be Cheney Cornell coming up with the ball for the Millers. Cheney looks to bring it upfield. Does so on the run. Looks to the middle of the field, trying to find. She's going to cross the restraining line with the ball. Emma Potter. And now she'll drop back behind the restraining line as Emma Potter comes forward, and Sydney Klinger also. Mallory Miller on the attack, and yes, she is going to be awarded a free position scoring opportunity here. Nice penetration by Mallory as she gets past 2 Chatard defenders.
Mallory Miller has a really quick first step, and you saw that play out right there. She had that quick step around the player, and she was right in front of the goalie very quickly.
All right, so Mallory comes. She's going to find Sydney Klinger. Sydney gets shut off. And the Millers...
Nice cut by Maya Hill right in front of the goal. There she is again.
Maya Hill on the shot.
Yes.
Nice job, Maya Hill. That was a goal for Maya Hill, who scored the lone goal on Saturday against Kentucky Country Day. That's goal number 12 on the evening for the Millers, and Maya's first goal of the contest. Jeff, you just commented she'd made a nice cut before, and she got another cut again right in front of the goal, and that time the Millers were able to find her.
Very nice play, and that's what that action continues to do, is forces the defense to do things they don't necessarily want to do. Maya's making those cuts, and the Millers have done a nice job of just finding the open person. That's 6 assists on the game tonight. 7 assists on 12 goals. So really outstanding job by the Millers.
And that last assist was
Sydney Klinger.
Sydney Klinger, that's what I thought. So Sydney extends her school record. Nice play at midfield by Emma Potter to come up with that draw control. She reached back with one hand and comes away with it. And now the Millers are on the attack. Definitely love to see the way the Millers have responded to those 2 quick goals by Chatard.
And that's what a veteran team does, a team that has a lot of senior leadership, is they pull themselves together, they figure out what they need to do, and they change the dynamic. Winning those 2 draws, having a good series on offense that last time really sets the tone, and now they're being really patient, and they're going to make sure they get a good look at this.
It's Reagan Haney, Sydney Klinger, and Emma Potter out front as they move the ball. Oh, that one was deflected, but Klinger able to step in and allow Reagan Haney to get it. Reagan Haney now moves forward, and I believe Reagan is going to be awarded with a free position scoring opportunity. Millers lead 12-8, and we have 18 minutes remaining to play here in the second half. Two excellent high school lacrosse teams battling it out here at Beaver Materials Field. Reagan Haney, senior, is going to put the shot on goal, and that's going to be blocked by BB Wunsch. And BB is going to also able to possess the ball and looks to clear. She'll just flip it behind the goal. A little bit of a dangerous play, and that's going to be awarded to Bishop Chatard.
Good pressure by the Millers, making it really tough on Chatard to get it up the field. That ball's on the ground. The Millers are going to have a chance at it. Open stick check is the call there. A little tough because the stick was down low. You can argue that one if you wish, but that's a force.
Here comes Ruby Mason, and a save by Maddie Reel. Maddie will look to clear and does so successfully. Good job by Maddie at getting that away to Mallory Miller, who brings it across midfield. He talked about the speed of Mallory Miller on display right here. She finds Reagan Haney. The Millers have numbers to Sydney Klinger in front of the goal, and that's knocked away by BB Wunsch. Nice play by the goalie as the Millers kind of had a 4-2 advantage there as they look to get a transition goal.
That was a serious fast break opportunity for the Millers. Definitely had the numbers in that situation.
Sydney Klinger looks to attack, but the ball gets knocked loose. Millers will see if they can provide pressure. That's Ruby Mason advancing it up the field.
That last play right in front of the goal, man, she just bowled her way through. Might have been a charge on that play.
You can see the intensity picking up as we move forward in the second half of action. Approaching 16 minutes to play. Millers leading 12-8 over Bishop Chatard, and that is number 10, Sally Diltz, with the ball, taking it behind the net for Bishop Chatard. Junior Maddie Reel in the goal for the Millers, and talking to her defenders and getting everybody organized. Crease violation on Bishop Chatard, and that's going to give the ball over to the Millers. Maddie Reel with it in the goal. She is going to look for the clear.
Good defense by the Millers in that case. Really forced Bishop Chatard into making a play that they just couldn't make, and there just wasn't enough space. So good job by the Millers, and see if we can get this clear. Strike.
To Sydney Klinger. Sydney needs to come up with that one, and she does. No.
And turns it over.
Turns it over.
All right, the Millers going to have to work a little bit to take care of the ball. Good pick up there.
Sydney might have been shaken up a little bit on that play as she immediately comes off the field. I think she's being attended to by the coaching staff or trainers on the sideline. Let's hope she's okay. Maddie Christie brings it across the restraining line. Mallory Miller cuts through the middle. And Maddie's going to flip it to Chloe Barnett. Back to Miller. Over to Potter. Reagan Haney cuts through the middle. Might have got a little nudge from behind.
You can see Sydney Klinger walking over there on the sideline, trying to walk it off. So hopefully she'll get back in the game here quick. There's Brooke Miller.
Brooke Miller on the attack. And Brooke moves into, looking for Emma Potter. That one gets knocked away. So there's going to be, nice stick work by Reagan Haney to come up with it for the Millers. See if the Millers can turn this into an advantage. Mallory Miller at the 12-meter arc is going to throw it back behind the net to Chloe Barnett.
Millers would do them well to finish this possession with a score.
Reagan fakes the. A little surprised we didn't get a foul called there. Reagan brings it out beyond the 12.
Going to get a yellow card here. Reagan took a stick to the back of the neck there. And she was getting hit pretty good all along that time. So Millers are going to be up a player with 13:26 to go, so
Okay.
at 11:26 is when she'll be released. And hopefully the Millers, last time under this situation, they went and pretty aggressively and scored a goal and really put the pressure on Bishop Chatard to play with that player down offensively and defensively.
Let's see if the Millers can stay clean here with their ball movement and player movement and take advantage of the yellow card that was given to Carly DeCastro for Bishop Chatard. Emma Potter looks to attack, backs it out, and now takes it in again, and I think she's going to be awarded a free position scoring opportunity and a yellow card, a second consecutive yellow card given to Bishop Chatard, and this time number 5, Ruby Mason, is sent off for a 2-minute penalty. So the Millers will now play with a 2-player advantage, and of course Bishop Chatard has to still keep 4 defenders beyond that restraining line.
This really puts Bishop Chatard in a tight spot for the next 2 minutes. I mean, the other penalty just happened, so there wasn't much time taken away from that one. So
Emma Potter fires, and that one sneaks past. Yes, it does. Oh, yes, indeed. All right, I was going to say that one got over the line, and the official once again agreed with my assessment, and the Millers will extend their lead to 13-8 with 12 minutes and 42 seconds left. That Emma Potter goal brought to you by Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylor Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County Sports.
Millers make a change on defense. Maddie Reel, the goalie, comes off, and Audie Terry comes on. And the really nice thing about that goal for the Millers is the clock was stopped, so that penalty time is still not being elapsed for Chatard. They're going to be down 2 players again for well over a minute and a half. So the Millers have a really good opportunity to put some points on the board here.
Jeff, I just want to mention that we talked about earlier in the broadcast that Emma Potter now has over 100 career goals. That particular goal was her 40th goal on the season. So a noteworthy goal for Emma Potter there, as the Millers have now 13 points on the board.
Oh, nice shot by Maddie Christie.
And Maddie Christie on the goal for the Millers, and that's going to be Maddie's first goal, and that's going to be her 25th goal of the season. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, Reagan Haney on the goal.
No. Reagan on the
assist, sorry.
Jack says an assist.
Okay.
the wonderful tones of Jack Klinger. He awards assists for everyone.
Players would not be opposed to some of those points being added to their stat totals. But Maddie Christie on the goal. And yes, I'm sorry, that is 25 goals in the season for Maddie Christie. So one of the senior leaders. And meanwhile, Jeff, the Millers continue to play have a 2-player advantage as we move forward.
Indeed. For another minute still before that first penalty gets released, and really puts Chatard at real deficit here.
Emma Potter on the draw for the Millers. And Mallory Miller, quick to the ball, knocks it loose, but Mary Mason still controls for Chatard as they get the draw control, and they will move into the offensive zone despite being 2 players down. Hopefully the Millers can apply pressure. Meanwhile, Chatard very, very happy to kill some time here and just take every second that they get closer to burning these penalties, the better for the Trojans.
And you can see they're just trying to play keep away right now from so they can run that time off the clock. They still have a fair bit of time before that penalty's over. Oh, nice play.
Reagan Haney right there at the restraining line, able to get a stick on the ball and knock it away. But that is number 12, Kylie Nagel, still able to control for Chatard.
Nice defense without fouling that time from the Millers.
And I believe they're one player down now, Jeff. I think they just got one.
They just got one back.
Oh. Tough screen there on the far side of the field by number 12, Kylie Nagel. And, almost a turnover for the Millers. Chatard will maintain possession.
Down under 11 minutes now. The Millers holding a 14-8 lead. Buoyed by a couple of nice goals during a yellow card.
Nice move.
It was a nice move.
Again, you're seeing some really strong passing skills by Chatard as they look to burn the remaining time on this second yellow card. Ruby Mason
Sally.
And that is a goal by Sally Diltz. That's her second goal on the contest and her 19th goal on the season, cutting into the Miller lead. Millers now lead 14-9 with 10 minutes and 16 seconds left. I want to be sure to thank our sponsor, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim Attorneys at Law. Since the establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190. Or simply visit their website at www.cchalaw.com.
Twice tonight, the Millers have given up a shorthanded goal to Bishop Chatard. That's something that Coach Mitchell will probably be working on.
Nice play by Emma Potter on the
practice.
draw there. Able to extend that stick and get it up ahead to Reagan Haney. Reagan brings it across the restraining line, finds Sydney Klinger. Sydney
nice
finds
look.
Chloe Barnett.
Beautiful.
Nice pass by Sydney Klinger. And Jeff, when you see a pass like that, you understand why she is the single-season record holder for Noblesville Miller Lacrosse, giving her 25 assists on the season. And meanwhile, Chloe Barnett gets her second goal on the contest and her 23rd goal on the season. Big goal for the Millers as they take we're under 10 minutes to play, and the Millers now lead 15-9.
And now Chatard's back at full strength. During that time when the first penalty happened was at 13:26. The Millers scored 3 times while Chatard was in the penalty phase.
Carpenter Realtor Jamie Carmasino is here to serve you. If you're planning to make a move, why not call a realtor with hometown experience? Jamie Carmasino has connections and a commitment to the community. She has raised 3 Noblesville Miller athletes and is ready to help you with all of your real estate needs. If you're looking for a realtor, call Carmo, 317-490-3735. Ruby Mason has the ball. She has been a thorn in the side of the Millers, and I think we're going to be seeing a free position scoring opportunity for Bishop Chatard. Sally Diltz, who had the last goal for Chatard, will take this free position shot. We'll see if Audie Terry is able to stop this, and she drops to her knees, and the ball gets by and into the net, giving the Trojans their 10th goal and giving Sally Diltz her 3rd goal on the contest. With 9 minutes and 16 seconds left, the Millers now lead 15-10.
This game's far from over.
Indeed.
9 minutes left on the clock. The Millers are going to have to really figure out how to slow down Chatard in that offensive space without fouling. That is the 6th free position goal for Chatard tonight. So 60% of that offense is being generated from the free position shot. Millers are going to have to find a way to do a better job at not fouling in the 8-meter space.
You know, we mentioned that in Saturday's contest against a national powerhouse in Kentucky Country Day, that the Millers gave up 11 goals to Kentucky Country Day and really played defense for the majority of that game. This evening against, Bishop Chatard, also a quality team, but certainly not to the level of Kentucky Country Day. The Millers have given up 10 goals, maybe a little bit surprising.
Even though they played really well defensively against that team tonight, it's the fouling that's a little more problematic. It's just mental toughness is where they're missing a little extra tonight that they seem to have against Kentucky Country Day.
Oh, Mallory Miller cuts through, gets a shot on goal, but that's saved by BB Wunsch. The ball comes loose, and the Millers will look to possess behind the goal. And honestly, really should have come up with that's a ball the Millers have got to come away with there.
Those are those 50-50 balls that you just have to get.
Well, I'm going to call that a 66% ball there, Jeff, because there were 2 Millers and only 1 blue jersey back there, and yet Bishop Chatard is able to come away with that one.
We've got some new players in the game. You got Marisha Whaler, Emily Blackburn's in the game. Isabel Imes is in the game. So Coach Mitchell putting a lot of other players to get an opportunity to play tonight and show why they should get more playing time.
Ball is loose in front of the Miller goal. Bit of a scrum for it. This is something we saw a lot on Saturday, and there were times the Millers really struggled to come away with those balls, and this one is going to fall into the care of number 2, Riley Dixon.
Yeah, when you think about it, down here on the defensive end, that was a ball that the Millers should have come away with, and that ball in front of the goal, there were 5 white jerseys around that ball, and Chatard comes out with it. So both of those situations, one offense, one defense. Nice cut, nice pass.
Oh, and Emma Potter was able to come away with that one. Reagan Haney, a little bit of a miscommunication between Potter and Haney, but Reagan's still able to get the ball on the bounce, and she's going to bring it across the restraining line, and she's going to attack right down the middle, and we're going to have a free position scoring opportunity by Reagan Haney. Nice play by Emma Potter. And gets it ahead. A little bit of transition offense opportunity. Reagan Haney puts the pressure on the Chatard defense, and they are forced to commit a foul. Reagan Haney takes a shot and is able to put it into the back of the net. That's Reagan's 4th goal on this evening, and gives the Millers a little bit more comfortable advantage at 16-10. That Noblesville Miller goal was brought to you by Visit Hamilton County, Indiana. Hamilton County TV is supported by Visit Hamilton County. Our Hamilton County attractions, hotels, and restaurants are following the Hoosier Hospitality Promise health and safety guidelines. Check out everything there is to do and see this spring at visithamiltoncounty.com. When you're planning your weekend, be sure to make visithamiltoncounty.com your first stop for area attractions and events that you will want to add to your calendar.
So, nice transition play by the Millers, getting the ball up the field quickly. Reagan Haney created the shooting space violation and then put it in the back of the net for a 4th goal tonight. 16-10 lead with just under 7 minutes to go. Millers still need to continue to apply pressure offensively and defensively because this Chatard team's not quitting. And a lot of great fight by these girls. They're working hard. It is nice to see some other players getting an opportunity to show tonight, but this is where, if all season long you've been working hard and you've been wanting to get on the field to show why you should get more playing time, it's time. This is your time to step up and really show what you can do.
Absolutely. I'm sure Coach Mitchell talking a lot about defensive positioning and defensive pressure there during that timeout. Meanwhile, I want to mention that Reagan Haney, with that 4th goal on the evening, now has 30 goals on the season. And Emma Potter now has 9 draw controls this evening. Made some really nice plays there. You talk about 50-50 balls with the ground balls. Some of those draw controls have been just really, really tightly contested, and Emma's been able to come away with 9 draw controls on the contest. Huge advantage for the Millers, and hopefully they can continue that as we move forward with the last 7 minutes of action. Looks like the Trojans have the inside track on this draw control. Mallory Miller applies the pressure, but not able to secure it, and it will go to the Millers.
Last Chatard player kind of had a hold of it and pushed it out of bounds, so that's why Mallory's able to get that. Still a big win.
Absolutely. Mallory gets it ahead to Chloe Barnett.
The umbrellas are back out again, Pat. It looks like we're going to finish this one under a little more than a slight sprinkle.
Freshman Emma Hammond checks into the game. I always like to mention some of those freshmen who are really making valuable contributions to a senior-led team. There are 11 seniors on this team, and certainly impressive this freshman class is able to make so many contributions, and this certainly speaks to the bright future that this Miller lacrosse team has in store. Sydney Klinger with a move to her right, a move to her left, and a pass to Emma Hammond, and that's going to be none other than the birthday girl herself. No, is that Brooke Miller? It was Brooke Miller. Brooke Miller celebrating her 18th birthday. And why not on your 18th birthday go out and get 4 goals? I mean, that seems like a good way to celebrate to me.
I would agree. Nice field awareness. That ball kind of was intended for somebody else, but Brooke was in the right place, smoothly picked the ball up, and then turned on the burners and just went around everybody right to the goal for the score.
All right, that's 12 goals on the season for Brooke. I don't think she's going to get to that magic number of 18 this evening, but she does have her 4 goals. And Brooke is one that kind of scores goals in bunches, doesn't she?
She does. She had 3 big goals against Carmel, and however they come, just take them. And that's the nice thing about this Miller team is lots of different people step up each and every night, and it's usually somebody a little different that adds a little extra flavor to some of the regular suspects that do a lot of damage. Tonight, Brooke's having a good game. Chloe Barnett's having a good game. Obviously, Emma Potter and Sydney Klinger are having their usual games. Mallory Miller's had a good game. So lots of people contributing to the success of the Millers tonight. That 17-10 lead, just under 5 minutes to go. It's gonna be tough for Chatard to come back from that. Millers just need to continue to apply some good pressure on defense.
It's a nice shot there. That is number 10. That is Sally Diltz. That's her 4th goal on the contest. So the Trojans being led by Ruby Mason and Sally Diltz, both with 4 goals thus far. As we are under 5 minutes to play here. I want to be sure to mention sponsor Van Osdal and Farrar. Van Osdal and Farrar is a proud sponsor of Hamilton County Television. Van Osdal and Farrar is a 106-year-old Indiana company specializing in information, communication, print, and business processes. We are business technology simplified. Visit our website for more info at www.vanosdal.com.
Sally Diltz is scoring in bunches as well. She scored the last 3 goals for Bishop Chatard on some really nice shots as well. Tough opportunities to defend against for Audie Terry.
It's getting ready to say how much Ruby Mason has impressed in this game, but certainly need to give the same accolades to Sally Diltz for the Trojans. And as you mentioned, the Trojans not done yet. They are going to get that draw control. Mary Mason's going to move down into the zone, and that shot is not able to connect, so Audie Terry comes away with the ball, and she will look to clear for the Millers. Jeff, down here in this defensive end, these clears are so important, and Emma Hammond has the ball for the Millers. Trojans. Oh, that one's just a little bit overthrown. She was looking for Mallory Miller, and it's a turnover to the Trojans. Trojans will look to attack and cut into that Miller deficit. That's going to be a shot on goal. It's going to be hard to stop. It's number 24, Ella Geed, with her second goal on the evening. We just have just over 4 minutes left to play.
Well, that's another example of you've got to make good clears. And when you don't put yourself in a position to make a good clear, you really put your goalie at a disadvantage. And it's tough to defend against 3 or 4 attackers when you've done that. So Miller's going to have to do a better job of taking care of the ball here in those last 4 minutes.
I want to take a moment to thank sponsor Schwartz's Bait and Tackle, and stop by and see Steve and Lori Schwartz there at Schwartz's Bait and Tackle. They sell live bait, name brain tackle, and almost everything fishing related. They are quickly becoming the #1 place for all of your fishing needs, and they also have the information that you need to catch all the fish you hope to catch. Propane refills, U-Haul rentals, and packing and moving materials, as well as motorhome rentals, also available at Schwartz's Bait and Tackle, located in Noblesville at 118 Cicero Road and State Road 19, right on the White River in Noblesville. Another draw control to the Trojans, Jeff.
That's 4 in a row, and so the Millers are going to have to figure something out. Looks like they're going to get a break because
turnover.
Chatard let that one go out of bounds, so the Millers will get possession here. 3.5 minutes to go.
We hope you're enjoying this girls lacrosse contest, and don't forget there is a wide variety of high school sports available on Hamilton County TV that you will not want to miss this spring. So make sure that you follow Hamilton County TV on Twitter at HC Television, and like us on Facebook, and check our website for other great games at www.hamiltoncountytv.com.
Good job. Under some pretty good pressure on the ride by Chatard. Noblesville gets the ball up into the offensive space. Reagan Haney did a nice job there.
Is that Sarah Travis with the ball, or Aubrey Arms?
Aubrey Arms.
Aubrey Arms with the ball for the Millers.
Is it? Who is it?
And she gets it to Reagan Haney.
It is Aubrey.
Yeah, I think it's Aubrey. She's going to get back behind that restraining line
No,
now.
Isabel Imes. Isabel Imes.
Number 9, Isabel Imes.
She did a great job bringing the ball up the field. So, well done.
Gold letters strike again.
Millers look content to just kind of take time off the clock here.
Nicely done by Mallory Miller. Free position, scoring opportunity. A little bit of a tough angle for Mallory there on the right side of the 8-meter arc. We'll see what she can do with it here. She's just going to bring it out. As you mentioned, being patient. They have a 5-goal lead, and we're approaching 2 minutes to play in the second half of action.
This is one of those times where Coach Mitchell's also looking to prepare the team for that tournament run. And one of those things that is really important in tournament play is being able to close out a game, being able to possess the ball and not allow your opponents any opportunities. So part of this strategy here is to make sure that the Millers understand how they need to finish out a game.
Potter kicks it to Chloe Barnett. Chloe is going to get that ball back into the reliable stick of Emma Potter. Reagan Haney cuts through, and Emma content to jog over and take her spot. 5, Ruby Mason applies the pressure. Senior Emma Potter gets it to senior Mallory Miller. Mallory brings it out, gets it to senior Reagan Haney. Reagan Haney gets it to senior Brooke Miller. To senior Mallory Miller.
This is exactly what Coach is looking to see. Possess the ball, don't turn it over, don't give your opponents any opportunities when you're trying to just finish out the ball game. Win and advance is going to be the motto as we move into the next few weeks.
36 seconds left in the contest. Millers lead 17-12, and I think they are going to look to run out these last 25 seconds. Chatard really has a lot to feel good about as in the way that they have battled this evening and stayed in the game.
Bishop Chatard's a very good program, good team. They're always consistently very well coached, and tonight's no different. They've played really well as the Millers put the finishing touches on this one.
And that is a final score. The Millers defeat the Bishop Chatard Trojans 17-12. You have been watching high school girls lacrosse right here on HCTV Sports, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful evening.